Beats Planet.
Yo. Let me fix my sound just a little bit. That's better. What's happening, y'all? Let me hit this button one time right here. Yo. All right. If I'm too loud, y'all let me know. If I'm too loud, let me know. All right? So, what's happening, man? It's Vach Lombardi holding it down for the Doski, Woski, and the Peasky Wheesky. We back with another one. I normally don't promote my live streams. Really. It's usually just me, Stream Gang, and Notification Gang. I can't speak tonight. And Notification Gang, right? So whoever get the update, y'all just show up and we just run it. But I know how y'all feel about these mock drafts. In case y'all brand new to the Vach Lombardi scene, I can't stand them. Three things I hate: mock drafts, player comparisons, and taking somebody else's word for it. I can't stand it. Okay? But y'all love it. Y'all love it. I need views. I need Patreon subs. You know what I mean? So with that being said, let me scroll all the way to the top. I know somebody was here first. Jimmy Antoinette was first, but that was like an hour ago, and we're not going to count that. So as far as first after I pushed the button, it was Lego Man 0721. What's happening with you? Louis Oropesa. What's happening? Anthony Garone. Lake McGrew. Jalen say he's pissed off. We're going to get into all that. Alec Jefferson. Steve Benzik. Ismail Akram, what's happening? I keep hearing these loud gunshot sounds outside my crib, and I don't think they're gunshot sounds, but I'm a new gun owner, and I'm real proactive in fixing stuff like that now. But whatever. Matt S, what's good? Stephen Benzik, Matt DeVita. We got my man's Festerson up in the building. What up, Fest? Go watch some of them defensive line videos, Fest. I got plenty of them out. John Man 528, Steel Gunplay was good. Woodland and Christopher. We got a lot of diversity up in here. Young C Money, the one that defends University of Texas in San Antonio. They got a good program, but you talking too crazy. Man, what's good, man? Raiders Daily. Go follow them on Twitter, and I think they writers, I believe. Go read their articles and stuff. Jeff Washburg, Lennon, Kevin too. My man, cool ass Drake. What's good, man? Jabari Owens, Nardo. We got a lot of people, man. I can't shout all y'all out, man. We'll be doing this all day. Stephen Carter, Vach, patron here is the Snapchat open. Snapchats are kind of sort of quasi open. Let me figure this out first. Andrew Castillo, what's happening? All right, cool. We here. Cornelius, what's good, man? Oh, Cornelius ain't been into a live stream in a long while. Said he fresh up in here. Ain't been in a long while. What's good, man? All right, so cool. This what we got on the table tonight, man. We got this live interactive mock draft going on tonight. In case y'all don't know how this works, or y'all don't know how we run the interactive joints, okay? Is we're gonna go pick 1 to 32. We're not doing 2 rounds tonight. Sorry. We're going to go 1 to 32. So we're going to start number 1. Everybody in the chat box is going to pick for Cleveland, okay? And I'm going to get a general consensus of who people feel like that pick should be, and that's who the pick is going to end up being. It ain't going to be me. You know what I'm saying? It's not, it's normally I'll see some Cleveland fan and I'll let them pick. I really want to get the people's temperature of how we feel about a handful of these prospects, all right? So we got that coming up. But briefly, the news that just dropped a little bit ago. It's been about a good 4 weeks and some change, right? Like towards the beginning of the playoffs, the end of the regular season, to where we clearly felt like Josh McDaniels was going to be the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts, right? And Matt Patricia was gonna do the Lions thing. That's just what we thought, right? When my hotline bling, When my hotline bling and I read my Bleacher Report update and it says, hey, man, we were just playing all bets off. Josh McDaniels said, nah, I'm not going to be able to do it. Interesting, right? We didn't get a heads up. You know, we didn't get a, hey, guys, I'm hearing some rumors swirling around that Josh McDaniels may not be coaching with the Colts anymore. It just out of nowhere, snap of your fingers just happened, right? You ever lied to a chick just to get the draws, then you got the draws and you went on and, you know, and you just continue to be the human that you always been, that you knew wasn't going to get you the draw? That's what Josh McDaniels did. Josh McDaniels smashed the Indianapolis Colts and went back home to his old lady. Now, in my brain, how all this works is I never underestimate a good old-fashioned Illuminati text. Never underestimate an Illuminati text. And it just so happens Bill Belichick may or may not be on that team anymore. He may not be the head coach. I mean, I just got a report that says Bill Belichick is going to coach in 2018, but I also got a report that says Josh McDaniels is going to be coaching the Indianapolis Colts in 2018. I got that report too. So with Bill being iffy, he may be on the way out. Brady might be iffy. Gronk might be iffy. Robert Kraft may or may not have sent an Illuminati text message and said, hey, yo, Josh, look, man, hey, you know, just kind of get through next year, and this whole thing, this whole kingdom is going to belong to you. Everything the light touches is going to be your kingdom, Josh McDaniels. And y'all know how sell your soul to the devil that sounds? Right? Hey, man, just give me a second. Let me get Belichick up out of here, and all this is going to belong to you. It was so sudden. It was so out of nowhere. Jalen is a Colts fan. Maybe I'll hook up the phone later after the mock draft and we'll talk about that. But it was just so strange how out of nowhere this was. And I would imagine that the Colts head coaching situation is a little better than the Patriots head coach situation. Because if you go to the Colts, you know you got a franchise quarterback. Right? You know you got a franchise quarterback. You have a young offense that can put up points, build a defense. Let's go. If you the Patriots, you just sold Garoppolo for a second rounder to the San Francisco 49ers. Gronk might be out the door. Big Pop Belichick might be gone. It's going to be you and, hell, Brissett ain't even there neither. So you got to start all the way over if you the Patriots. I don't know, Josh McDaniels. It just seems a bit interesting, man. It's just so strange how this Illuminati stuff can just, and when I say Illuminati, I don't mean actual Illuminati, but just these secretive, conversations that just go on, man. Robert Kraft may have just, hey, man, let me just sweeten this pot for you. Let me throw some extra bucks in so I'm not just stuck with no GOAT quarterback and no GOAT head coach and no Gronkowski. I need something. You know what I mean? Never know. That may be something that we touch on after we do this mock draft or whatever. But let's go ahead and jump into it. I know that's why y'all here. I know that's why my numbers booming. I only did that little bit of a talk to get my numbers up high, and I think we got enough people in the chat box live right now. So let me make this a little bigger so we can run it for the cardio. Absolutely. Hit that like button. Salute to Lieutenant Dan in the building. What's happening, man? I need to do shout outs one more time. I need to go in the chat box and say what's up to my people. Lieutenant Dan up in here, Miles B up in here, G's Evil up in here, Nintendo Impact. Like the strategy guy, Nintendo Impact. Attack Dog 0500 was good. Cullen Klein is not being blocked on Snapchat currently. What's up, Cullen Klein? Keith Caldwell. Thigh Meat McSwampy. Hilarious. Ferocious Film. What's happening, man? Haran M. Go check his articles out. I'm sure Daniel from Sports Fan Entertainment. That's a mouthful. I'm sure he's in here somewhere too. That is hilarious. Thigh Meat McSwampy. All right, let's get started, y'all. The Cleveland Browns got 2 first-round picks. Let me move this out the way and hit that button there. The Cleveland Browns got 2 first-round picks. Sam Pena was good. Geno Young was good. What do you do with those picks? I did a mock draft earlier in my Facebook group today because that's the things that we do in my Facebook group, Lombardi's Draft Talk. Go join it. The first 5 picks were quarterbacks. The first 4 picks were quarterbacks. Swept it. Allen. Actually, no, yeah, right. The first 4, yeah. So it was Allen, Darnold, Baker Mayfield, and Rosen. Those were the first 4 that was in my group's trade chat box mock draft or whatever, right? A lot of it's interesting that if 4 quarterbacks do end up going 1 through 4, if you're a team like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Chicago Bears, the second Cleveland pick, if you choose to trade out of there, San Francisco, a lot of these top tier players can fall to you just based on quarterback movement, right? So let me go to the chat box. Starting now, do they go quarterback first? Do they lock in Saquon Barkley and just get best quarterback left over at 4? You know what I'm saying? I think that's a possibility. What y'all think about? What y'all think? We're not gonna do the whole trade scenario. I don't even believe in those. I don't even like that. Some people saying Saquon. I see Rosen. It's a lot of people in here. Quarterback, Barkley. Okay, I'm seeing quarterback. Which quarterback do we take though? Somebody tell me which quarterback do we take? I'm seeing Sam Darnold. I'm seeing Barkley. I'm seeing Rosen. I'm seeing Darnold. Now, it's crazy because Sam Darnold, I feel like, was on a lot of people's spit list, and I would have cussed, but I ain't trying to get demonetized. I feel like he was on a lot of people's spit lists. But I'm seeing a lot of Sam Darnold. I'm seeing a lot of Saquon. I'm seeing a lot of Rosen. Let me just say this, too. Super chats get priority over everybody, right? So if we in one of these situations and you a Browns fan and you see that $ button right up under the comment section and you want Baker Mayfield #1, all you got to do is drop some change in the super chat and you get priority. If 2 super chats come in, at the same time, the more expensive super chat gets the pick. All right. That's how we going to run that. If y'all happen to put the super chat before we make the pick. And I'm seeing Saquon. I'm seeing Sam Darnold. I think we got more Sam Darnold than Saquon, though. I see a little Rosen in there. It's not more Rosen than it is Darnold. So we're going to run Sam Darnold then. So cool. Let me find my notepad because I need my notepad pulled up. Oh, there you go. Click. Sam Darnold. I see a lot of people saying that hilarious. I see a lot of people saying Josh Rosen doesn't want to go to the Browns and the Browns don't want Rosen. Hey man, y'all ain't got to pull that Manning to Giants, Rivers to Chargers deal on me, man. We ain't got to act like that. Vach coach the Colts. I would definitely coach the Colts and we'll be champions too. All right, moving on. What about the New York Giants, the New York Football Giants? This is a potential quarterback spot. What you gonna do about that offensive line, New York Giants? Is Eli Manning? Can you get a few more years out of Eli Manning if he remains upright? You know? Saquon Barkley here. I'm seeing Rosen. Saquon, Rosen, easy, Rosen. Barkley, Saquon, Rosen. It looks like a clear consensus, way clearer than the last one. Josh Rosen. So the New York Giants get their quarterback right here. The good thing about the New York Giants is you pick early in the first, you also pick early in the second. Go get Isaiah Wynn or something. Go get Billy Price or something. Go get Connor Williams if he's there. Mike McGlinchey might be available. It's interesting. But if you the Indianapolis Colts, though, the non-Josh McDaniels Indianapolis Colts, do you take Bradley Chubb here? Fix that defense up? You get Quentin Nelson so you can hashtag save luck? I feel like the hashtag save luck campaign lost a little bit of steam, but I can bring that thing right back up and make another compilation of Colts quarterbacks getting sacked. I mean, it's easy for me. Saquon, Chubb. Somebody say Calvin Ridley. I don't know that. Nelson, Barkley, Chubb, Barkley, Chubb, Nelson. So we gonna cut Nelson. Everybody stop saying Nelson. It's probably gonna be Chubb or Barkley. Do we go the best edge player? Air quote. or do we go running back right here? What we got? Nelson ain't bad, but Chubb here is better. I think Nelson is the best player in this damn draft, and I ain't kidding. You better draft somebody to protect. I agree. Chubb. Barkley, Chubb. Bradley Chubb to the Indianapolis Colts, man. I think that's a bit early for Bradley Chubb, but hey, man, it's me, Bradley Chubb. Now, in my Lombardi's draft talk mock draft that I did earlier in my Facebook group today, Bradley Chubb landed to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because of the run of quarterbacks, but we were doing trades then. So, everybody stop picking right now. Because if you're number 4, the Cleveland Browns, it's so crazy for him to have 2 top 5 picks. Like, that's some Madden stuff how I be doing, all right? So, if you are the Cleveland Browns, you take Saquon Barkley, you take Minkah Fitzpatrick, who's on the board right now. I mean, you want to draft 2 quarterbacks just to ensure that you'll possibly get the right one? What you want to do? Let's see. Julian Cabezas, Julian the Head, that's hilarious. He says, is Peyton Manning available? That's interesting. Saquon Barkley or Minkah Fitzpatrick? What y'all want to do? Let's see. Barkley, Minkah, Saquon, Minkah, Barkley, Minkah, Barkley. This looks real down the middle, man. Now, thing about Minkah Fitzpatrick, man, is he plays defensive back. If you asking Vach Lombardi, Minkah Fitzpatrick plays defensive back. Okay? But if you're going to draft him this high, he's got to play corner, outside corner. I think he's a nickel guy that can play strong safety. But that's up to y'all. Barkley. And that's the thing about it, man. You can't play Minkah Fitzpatrick at free safety with a straight face. Damn. Okay, so look, we're going to put Minkah Fitzpatrick right here at number 4, right? But that's my whole thing. If you end up putting Minkah Fitzpatrick at free safety, is he a better free safety than Malik Hooker? I don't think so. I don't know. We're going to put Minkah Fitzpatrick. Hey, man, if y'all haven't seen my draft pronunciation guide, go watch that. It's a funny video. I laughed a few times. I've watched it 3 times already. It's pretty funny. So we got Minkah Fitzpatrick to the Cleveland Browns at number 4. Y'all walk away with Sam Darnold and Minkah Fitzpatrick. Hey. You know, top of the second round, y'all might get Sonny Michel or Darius Geis or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. It say no, but they need to replace Jabril ASAP. He just got there. Jabril just bought an apartment in Cleveland, man. Anyway, what about the Denver Broncos at 5? What y'all want to do here? You draft offensive line at 5 here? You go quarterback here? Baker Mayfield, Josh Allen, which one y'all feel better about? Somebody say Arden Key. Man, I just dropped my Arden Key film session. Hurt my heart to make that damn video. Nelson, Mayfield, Nelson. See a lot of Nelson. We're not going to pick Arden Key that early. I'm not even going to do y'all like that. Mayfield, Lamar, Jackson. Interesting. Mayfield, Allen, Nelson. Nelson, and then Mayfield, and then. That's so interesting, man. That's so interesting. I'm seeing way more Josh Allen than anything. And I don't know if y'all trolling because y'all don't like the Broncos, but I see a lot of Josh Allen. I think Jabril Peppers would be a better strong safety than free safety. T super silly. Mayfield, Nelson, Allen, Nelson. I think I've seen more Josh Allen than Baker Mayfield. Then I see a big chunk of Mayfield and a bunch of Allen. Let's go Josh Allen, man. Y'all out here picking Josh Allen before Baker Mayfield, man. All right, man. Denver Broncos have picked Josh Allen, which is very interesting to me because I ain't even think Allen was in the conversation right there. But, hey, man, quarterback week is going to be, I don't know, at some point in the next 4 or 5 weeks or so. I don't know. It's either going to be early March. It ain't going to be early March. That's my birthday. But it's definitely going to be late February or mid-March. Something like that. So, I don't know. We'll see. Well, what about the New York Jets? Do they go quarterback here? Sam Mason said Denzel Ward to the Jets. That's interesting. Quentin Nelson, the best player in the draft, is still on the board, in my opinion. I see Lamar Jackson to the Jets. That's interesting. This chat is weird. Allen is trash. That is hilarious. Mayfield, Nelson, Jackson, Mayfield. Now, I would think Baker Mayfield would go before Josh Allen. I mean, damn, Saquon Barkley right here. I mean, Saquon Barkley, Quentin Nelson, and Josh Allen. I mean, and what's his face? Baker Mayfield on the board. I see Tremaine Edmonds in there. Yeah. Nelson, trade up with the coach. Will Hernandez looks like Ram Man from He-Man. Okay, I see Baker Mayfield here. Okay, cool. Is that what y'all want? That's the best part about this, man. Every time I see somebody's mock draft, they get mad at the dude that made the mock draft like it's a real scenario that really happened, that really made that pick for them. Be mad at yourself. Be mad at yourself, man. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I see a lot of Bradley Chubb drafted to Tampa Bay if he makes it. I guess that would lead me to believe that, I mean, you know, maybe if it's a guy like Marcus Davenport that's on the board, you know, maybe you bite. Saquon Barkley's here. Quentin Nelson is here. I don't know if y'all will go receiver or not. Let me look up here. Roquan Smith is here, but I don't know if y'all go linebacker here. Let's see. Saquon, Barkley, Nelson, Chubb won't make it to Tampa's. Hey, man, listen to Vach Lombardi when I tell you. Listen to Vach Lombardi when I tell you to. Bradley Chubb could most possibly end up at number 7. Listen to what I tell you. So it's looking like clear Saquon right here. So Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley is a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. That's real strange looking. What about Chicago? Earlier in Lombardi's draft talk, Denzel Ward got traded to Chicago, but hey man, Quentin Nelson's on the board right now. Y'all ain't just finna keep letting Quentin Nelson just fall down the board like this. Somebody say Josh Jackson. Somebody say Ridley. So everybody look, either type this. Type receiver, cornerback, or Nelson. Only type that. Wide receiver, WR, CB, or Nelson. So I can see this a little better. WR, CB, or Nelson. Okay, so we got WR, Nelson, or WR. I thought that was going to help. It didn't help. WR, Nelson. It's either Nelson or receiver. I think if it's a receiver, it's going to end up being Calvin Ridley. I think this is a bit early for Calvin Ridley, but that's just me. Hey, man, don't you remember the good old days when, like, we can do these chat box mock drafts and the chat box will go by real slow, like? I got 15,000 subs now. That shit just flying by. I think you got to take Quentin Nelson right here. And as the offensive line guy, this ain't just me putting on for the offensive line. I really think Quentin Nelson is the best player in this draft. Plus, on top of that, you can always cross your fingers for a guy like Christian Kirk. You can always, Wayne Gallup, Anthony Miller. Equinemius St. Brown may be a little too early for that Bears high second or whatever. James Washington can possibly be there. You know what I mean? So let's not, let's not panic with the whole receiver situation. Let's go Quentin Nelson. Also, another point, because I see this comment, Chicago doesn't need a guard. Every team in the National Football League needs offensive linemen, okay? Quentin Nelson. It's hard to find good offensive linemen in the National Football League. We just saw the Philadelphia Eagles win a Super Bowl being able to run the football. You know what I mean? It's very important. It's more important than eating food and drinking water, okay? You can find a wide receiver. But damn, Quentin Nelson at 8? The best player in the draft? Come on, man. Let me plug my MacBook Pro up. Let me find me some Happy Juice to take a sip on. That's the H2O, by the way. Do they play him at tackle? You better not play Quentin Nelson at tackle. Play him at guard and let him move people. I tell you what, some of these teams that's in the back of the draft will kick their best friend off a bridge to be able to draft a guard, man. So, anyway, let's get right back into it. Offensive linemen do not grow on trees. Dream Villain 23, great comment. I see my man's my old coach Evans up in here, man. Taught me half of everything I know. Coach Evans got a podcast coming out soon. I'm gonna be on there. I'm gonna be helping him through this process. We gonna be great, Coach. Hit him. Tell him what you gonna call it, Coach. What's the name of your podcast so we can find it in the future and be great and listen and leave likes and subs and all that. Go ahead and let him know. Whenever you drop it in the chat box, we'll see it. But San Francisco 49ers on the clock. And it's interesting because the 49ers were definitely in that we're going to be a top 3 team race and we're going to see what happens and we're going to get Kirk Cousins and we're going to be fine. But then they somehow got Jimmy Garoppolo, went undefeated. And now they number 9, right? So what we see now is they're one of the beneficiaries, SIP to Tally. Mississippi to Tallahassee, right? I'm assuming that's what that is. So SIP to Tally is going to be the name of it. Y'all stay tuned for that. For my old coach's podcast. We going to be great. So, if you are the San Francisco 49ers, you are the beneficiary of having your franchise quarterback already. So now you get to put your money in different places. Wouldn't it be nice if they could just pick up Quentin Nelson, but the Bears just took him off the market anyway? Some people are saying get you a linebacker and pair him up with Reuben Foster so you can have that old Bowman Patrick Willis wet dream again. I mean, cool. People say that. I dig that. Let me just take a look. I see a lot of Tremaine Edmonds. I see a lot of Roquan Smith. I see some people saying go cornerback and draft Denzel Ward. Interesting. We needed Nelson Vach. I know you needed Nelson. Every team in the league needed Nelson. Dallas Cowboys need Nelson. We got to settle with Will Hernandez though. Edmonds, Smith. I feel like with y'all ungrateful, I want to cuss so bad, but I don't want to demonetize this video. I feel like I just dropped a poll on my Twitter and Facebook asking y'all who's better, Roquan or Tremaine Edmonds. Then Roquan won by landslide. Now all of a sudden, y'all want to put hands on Tremaine Edmonds. I'm sick of y'all, man. Sick of y'all. Vach, were you a good offensive lineman? No, I did my job. And that, sir, is a good offensive lineman. I wasn't no pro prospect or nothing. Did my job, though. Led my team. I was a damn Voltron robot revolutionized how we ran the offense at my school. Coach can vouch for that. Shit, if I didn't play center for my school, we'll have 5 plays. Cause all the upperclassmen couldn't learn the plays, but I walk in, I learned the whole playbook in a year. Now we can play Voltron robot and we turn into an outstanding offense. I take credit for all that. Tell Coach Evans I said it. Let's go ahead and get Tremaine Edmonds in here for the San Francisco 49ers and pair that dude up with Reuben Foster and have nightmares about it. Tremaine Edmonds. There we go. Tremaine Edmonds. Funny story. When I was in high school, we had this quarterback. He was a freshman starter, so he was like a little dude, right? Like he didn't really have his man voice, and he never called the plays loud enough. So I was the only offensive lineman that would look to the sideline to get the play because I couldn't never hear what he was saying because he didn't have a lot of bass in his voice. I would always have to look to the sideline to get the play. Shouts out to Javon Washington, man. Anyway, one day I'm going to sit up and talk about my old football life at some point. The Oakland Raiders are on the clock, and Roquan Smith is sitting right there. I feel like a lot of y'all are going to tap me on the shoulder about this. Some people saying Roquan. I saw Arden Key. I just dropped the Arden Key film session. I don't know how y'all feel about Arden Key. I don't think safety is a bad play right here. I'm not a big fan of Obi Melifonwu. I wasn't a big fan of him last year, but y'all drafted him anyway beyond my recommendation or whatever. Y'all ain't supposed to go out here and draft Obi Melifonwu, but y'all drafted him anyway. So peep this out, y'all. Oakland Raiders, go in the chat box right now. Tell me, are we going to draft Denzel Ward or are we going to draft Roquan Smith? Y'all let me know right now. Somebody asked, when am I going to do work on DBs after the combine? Because I feel like the combine is basically made for quarterbacks and DBs. Quarterbacks because we take you away from your offense and we make you throw passes that you aren't comfortable throwing. Same thing with DBs. We take you out of your comfort zone and we put your hips in situations that you aren't comfortable in to see if you really got hips. That's what I'm waiting on. So after the combine, we're gonna have the DB marathon. Let's see. I see a lot of awards. Ohio State looking like DBU, huh? It's showing that bad ass Benz on. You can't keep old lady because you keep knocking them rings on. Okay, so cool. Denzel Ward. Hey, that's 10 picks in the book. I'll be right back. Bathroom break. I'm legit because I got ads now. Y'all, I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Hold on. See, some people say Ward is trash. I ain't draft him. Y'all draft him. Miami at number 11. What do we do? Miami at number 11. I saw somebody say Darius Geis would be perfect in Miami. And I said, hey, do you take him here, though? What you want to do? How about your Red Helmet Gangsters? I think this is a day early for the Red Helmet Gangsters. B.J. Hill and Justin Jones. Man, those damn North Carolina State kids rolled up at the Senior Bowl and just whooped everybody. Took everybody lunch money. Then took everybody lunch. Then bought more lunch with their lunch money. Hey. Okay, Lake McGrew sent $5 in the super chat. Dolphins run to the podium and draft Roquan Smith. So listen, I'm gonna listen to what y'all got to say. I'm gonna let you finish because I'm not rude or nothing like that. But when the super chat calls, I answer. So we gonna get Roquan Smith to the Miami Dolphins in a very spectacular fashion because money talks and BS runs the marathon. See, you wouldn't want to be your Nino Brown voice, but hey man, Miles B got it so on lock. He said, "Yep, looks like the Dolphins gonna be getting Smith." You right, Vach. I'll buy you 2018 draft tickets. Hey man, send them. Send them. Hit me on DM me on Twitter. I'll be in Dallas. Hey man, since I got a big audience in front of me right now, let me let you know I am traveling to Dallas to attend the NFL draft. It's gonna be some meet and greets. I'm gonna be selling paraphernalia. I'm gonna be talking football with the fine people. Roquan Smith. Slam Dunk said Vash Lombardi can't be bought. I wish I could cuss, but I wish I could cuss. Hey, man. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to be in the draft. So if y'all going to be at the draft just mingling, I'm going to be at the draft too. You know what I mean? Cooling out. Doski Woski. I'm thinking about doing a meet and greet at one of these bars or something like that. So if it's Hooters, I'm gonna flirt with all the Hooters women and use y'all to make me look more important than I really am, and that is gonna make me flirt with the Hooters. Y'all see how I'm going? Y'all see how we gonna do it? Y'all see what I'm saying? I'm a lot of all the Hooters women. Oh, you don't know me? You don't see all these people here to see me? All these people with my slogan on their shirt? Don't you hear those Vash Lombardi chants? Hey man, I will definitely use y'all to flirt with the Hooters women, man. What's wrong with y'all? Anyway, Cincinnati on the clock, number 12. Damn, I'm funny, man. Okay, so look, they went 7-9 last year. I ain't even know that. But they got a lot of needs. I'm thinking that they'll go defense. I'm thinking more importantly that they're going to go offense, though. The Bengals lost a lot of offensive pieces, and Joe Mixon couldn't get going because we couldn't block people, or they couldn't block people. Andy Dalton couldn't get going because he was constantly under pressure. A.J. Green couldn't get going because Dalton was under pressure. See how this works? So if it's up to me, I'd be drafting a offensive lineman or something like that, which is why I'm telling the Chicago Bears, the 49ers, the Raiders, the Dolphins, and the Cincinnati Bengals could all take the best left guard in this draft. I'm just saying. So let me sip my happy juice, then I'm going to take a look at this. I'm seeing a lot of Connor Williams here. I like Connor Williams. I think 2016 Connor Williams was some of my favorite tape. Not of all time or nothing like that, but I did enjoy watching the Connor Williams tape. Unfortunately, Connor Williams got hurt. Connor Williams got hurt, and he couldn't be great like he was last year, so we're going to see. Connor Williams, I'm seeing some Vita Vea. I saw a little bit of I saw Orlando Brown. I don't like slow-footed offensive linemen, So if y'all want to draft, Brown, I mean, that's on y'all. But as a former offensive lineman that made his living with hands and feet, I don't like slow-footed or slow-handed offensive. I keep hearing these gunshots outside my crib. Let me just get my Glock next to me, just to have my Glock next to me. Let me put my Glock next to me. All right, I feel so much better. There's my Glock next to me. All right, cool. I saw a lot of Connor Williams. I might just end it on Connor Williams. Draft a new coach. They don't want me to come coach. Travis Curran says, "We'll be your wingman, bro." Hey, man, y'all ain't got no choice in that. Cincinnati Bengals pick Connor Williams. The best thing about it is Connor can play guard and center. Guard and tackle. So, but I think he'll be just fine at tackle. So, Connor Williams. Andrew Breaker said Orlando Brown equals Trey Flowers. Hey. Hey. Get the AR out long range. Hey man, the AR is never too far away from me. Vach, you gonna mess the game up for me. All right. What are you doing drafting linebacker for a quarterback needy team? That's what I'm saying. I didn't draft anybody. Y'all drafting these people. What about Washington? What y'all think about Washington? Drafted Jonathan Allen last year. He got hurt. But I don't think his injury had anything to do with his injury issues. His injury issue was the shoulders, the arthritic shoulders. I don't think his shoulders got, messed up or anything like that. Interesting. I'm seeing Darius Geis because, they could use a facelift at running back. I'm seeing Payne. I'm seeing Calvin Ridley on the board still. Calvin Ridley's on the board still. Vita Vea. Vach, how do you get tickets to the draft? They're not available yet. They're just going last minute and just let everybody rush to go get them, like New Jordan. So, Vach don't know what he is doing. Hey man, maybe I don't. Geis or Payne? It's not. I can't in good conscience draft Deron Payne over Vita Vea because I feel like Vita Vea is a superior talent opposed to Deron Payne. I think Vita Vea will take Deron Payne and Maurice Hurst lunch money. That's just me. So y'all can hit me with all that. PFF says Maurice Hurst is the number one player in this draft crap. I ain't trying to hear that. I don't want to hear the Vita Vea, Danny Shelton comment. Well, Vita Vea runs fast. Danny Shelton ran fast. Danny Shelton ran a 5.4 at the combine. Vita Vea is going to be in the 4s somewhere, 4.9, 4.8. That's more Dontari Poe-ish. You know what I mean? Let's take Vita Vea. Let's take Vita Vea. Even though as a Cowboys fan, I would love for Vita Vea to drop to me. As a Cowboys fan, I'd trade up to get Vita Vea, but I don't know. As we just saw in the Super Bowl, I can't spell today. As we just saw in the Super Bowl, D-line play is very important. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Vita Vea can line up at 0 or 1 tech and take everybody's lunch money on the inside, and your linebackers will run free. They will fly. Fly like a bird. Far, far away from here. So, Green Bay's on the clock. Green Bay has the luxury of already having a franchise quarterback. So, whoever they draft at 14 will just be an addition to whoever they are. Now, do they go? Put this in the comment section so I can know which direction to go with the Green Bay Packers. Do they go edge or do they go DB? And I'm saying DB because I could say corner, but I think Derwin James would be a nice fit in Green Bay. I think Josh Jackson would be a cool little fit. Jair Alexander would be a cool fit. Marcus Davenport would be a cool fit. Harold Landry's on the board, but I think it's a little too soon for Harold Landry. Who else will go? Who else will fit up in here? Hey, man, Calvin Ridley may be a good fit right here. If you look at Jordy Nelson, and Jordy Nelson is old and he ain't got it like he used to, and you want to have an extra receiving option for what's-his-face, and you bring in Devontae Adams, you don't have to pay Randall Cobb because you got Calvin Ridley now. It's an option. It's an option. Who else is on the board? Offensive line, technically, I don't know. People been telling me to watch film on Green Bay's offensive linemen that their coaches instruct them to block outside the shoulder pads. I think that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. But hey, man, old Brett Coleman. So let me scroll back and see what's going on here. Jackson, no edge rusher for Green Bay. Oh, I guess so. I see Davenport. I see Ridley. Derwin James can't play DB though. What do you suggest Derwin James play? Ismail Akram. They need a linebacker. Josh Jackson. They go the linebacker pass rush from Oklahoma. I think it's too early to go Oscar from Oklahoma. Ogbonia Okoronkwo. I think it's a little bit early. Josh Jackson, Davenport, Okoronkwo. He's not going to be a first round pick. Vach, when you go to Hooters, let me be your sidekick. Hey man, we all gonna get women if that happens, man. Salute. It's way too early for Okoronkwo. I'm not gonna let y'all pick this dude. Derwin James. I like Derwin James right here, and I'm seeing a lot of Derwin James. Isaiah Oliver. Come on, fam. And Green Bay offensive line is terrible. So look, we're gonna go Derwin James right here because I think I see enough Derwin James to, in good conscience, pick Derwin James. Hey man, when I get to the Cowboys pick, I'm going to pick the Cowboys pick, so I ain't really trying to hear what y'all trying to say. So I ain't trying to hear what y'all trying to say. So I'm picking the Cowboys pick. I ain't trying to hear y'all. Won't be a first-round pick, Vach, 2018. Okay, shit, because I see how okay, Dan, you right, Dan. I don't think Oscar from Oklahoma is a first-round pick. I think he's a pass rusher. You know what I mean? I don't see him doing great in coverage. I don't see him being very stout in the run game. I see him getting after the quarterback very effectively. That's just me. Damn, WTF you own, Vash. I ain't own nothing. Y'all picking. I ain't picking this. So, Arizona Cardinals. Let me just say this. Lamar Jackson is on the board. That may or may not mean anything to y'all. But hey, what y'all want to do? What y'all want to do with Arizona? But you only doing the first round mock. Are you doing the second round too? I'm not trying to be here for 8 hours, so I'm not doing the second round. No. I think Arizona does need a quarterback. And this is my thing about Lamar Jackson, bro. Like, I'm listening to y'all and I'm hearing what you got to say, but Lamar Jackson is a top 5 player to me. Regardless of position, talent-wise, he's a top 5 player. Like, if Lamar Jackson doesn't throw another snap at quarterback, he can still outrun everybody on the field. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you take Lamar Jackson and tell him to go cover somebody, he can cover somebody. If you line Lamar up at running back, he can play running back. You teach him a few routes, go get him, Tiger. I don't know. That's just me, man. What y'all want to do? I see Lamar Jackson. I see Josh Jackson. Josh or Lamar. What y'all want to do? Lamar or Josh Jackson? What y'all want to do? You sleeping on Maurice? I am not sleeping on Maurice. I've watched my film on Maurice. If y'all want Maurice Hurst to go to your team, you can feel free to draft Maurice Hurst. He'll be a great player somewhere, sometimes, but y'all want to know something interesting, though? If you're the Arizona Cardinals, do you draft an offensive lineman and go sign Teddy Bridgewater or something? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If I could just, play with your brain a little bit. Let me just go ahead and put this down. This is going to be Lamar Jackson. I saw enough Lamar Jacksons. Let's put Lamar Jackson. But Sam Bradford is going to be a free agent. Teddy Bridgewater is going to be a free agent. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with quarterback acquisition this year. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see. No, you gave the 15th pick to Nick Foles. I don't know what you're talking about, fam. All right, Baltimore. The Baltimore Ravens. What y'all want to do? Baltimore Ravens, they could either keep the youth in that defense. You could, depend on how you feel about Flacco, whatever. Absolutely. Calvin Ridley sitting here on the board. You know what I mean? Calvin Ridley sitting here on the board. I don't want y'all to think Calvin Ridley I don't want y'all to think he's elite, top tier. I see some people saying Calvin Ridley is going to be the next Julio Jones. I just want people to really kind of sort of pump their brakes with that. If Calvin Ridley ends up being a Golden Tate, Emmanuel Sanders, who else is a valuable number 2 guy? Like a Crabtree type guy. These aren't player comparisons. This is more of a tier comparison, right? I don't want y'all to think just because Calvin Ridley is the best receiver in his class that Calvin Ridley is Odell Beckham or something that's different. Or that Calvin Ridley is that he's Antonio Brown or something. And Miles B just dropped a super chat. It goes without saying Ozzy takes Ridley, but I'll give the 5 because the channel is always lit. That's what I'm saying, man. You ain't always got to drop 5 just to get your pick. Drop 5 because you support Vach. Calvin really about to be this pick, though. But, hey, man. You know. Calvin Ridley. Salute. See how easy that was? But I'm just saying, though, man, like, let's just be aware of what Calvin Ridley really is. I think Calvin Ridley is going to be a damn good player, though. A phenomenal player, though. He ain't Julio now. That's just me talking. Yo, Vach, how you drop money? Well, you can either drop money monthly in my Patreon. You can give me $1 a month. You won't even know that dollar is missing. I'll greatly appreciate it. If you want to request a film session or something, you can send $20 to the PayPal. It's at vachi63@gmail.com. I'll leave that link somewhere. But if you want super chat attention, if you want to drop some paper in the super chat, there's a $sign under the say something line in the chat box or whatever. You click that $sign up under there and, just follow directions and you get your pick. It's plenty ways to support the channel, and I salute everybody that does it. All right? You know what I'm saying? So cool. That being said, let me pull this back up and let me hit that button. Vach, what if I want to put the money in your hand? Well, I'll be in Dallas for the draft, so you can put the money in my hand. Hey, you can put the money in either one of these accounts, and it's gonna end up in my hand anyway. So whatever you want to do, famo. Salute to you. Salute to you. Somebody asked me where I live. I'm in Houston. I am in Houston, Texas. So, hey man, if y'all want to do a meet and greet in Houston, Texas, we can run that too. Running for the cardio. The LA Chargers, what y'all want to do, man? We got a couple options. I think my microphone is dying. Is my microphone dying? Can y'all still hear me good? Can y'all hear me good? Okay, I'm cool. I can hear me. All right, cool. The LA Chargers. I see some people saying offensive line, but let me take a sip of the Happy Juice. They just drafted Dan Feeney and Forrest Lamp last year. So I don't know if they run a trifecta at offensive line. I just bought a crib, 3 stories. That thing a trilogy. I don't know if they do that. Who they got playing wide receiver besides Keenan Allen? Mike Williams? I don't like Mike Williams. I don't like Mike Williams. Whatever. It depends. How bad do Chargers people want a linebacker? Because, Rashaan Evans is there, but do you take salute coach supporting the cause? That's what I'm talking about. Since you supporting the cause, you want to go ahead and pick for LA? since you supporting the cause. That's real talk, man. Salute, coach. Salute, man. That man go way back. Coach Evans, do you want to draft Rashaan Evans? Coach Evans, keep it in the family. What you want to do? It's on you. But the Chargers, they could go defense. Can you imagine? Let me look on this thing. Can you imagine adding Marcus Davenport to that pass rush? Just to do it. And Joey Bosa is probably the most hand technical savvy young pass rusher in the league right now. It'll be interesting to see Marcus Davenport teaming up with a guy like that. But I'm seeing a lot of Daron Payne. One of my big issues with Daron Payne wasn't even an issue, but Daron Payne was very pedestrian for a big portion of the season. But when it came down to the playoffs, man, Daron Payne was a monster. Daron Payne was an animal, but damn, man, I mean, can I only count on you in the playoffs? What if we don't make the damn playoffs? What if you being lackadaisical is the reason we don't make it to the playoffs? Or do we go corner? But you taking 2 GD long. I mean, you can click off with your ugly ass. I see Maurice Hurst. I see Daron Payne. I see Evans. They need an offensive tackle the most. I saw Orlando Brown. So cool. Do y'all want to go Cortland Sutton? They don't need Cortland Sutton. He had those linebackers back. Well, okay. So do y'all want let's see, y'all want to go Daron Payne or do y'all want to go Marcus Davenport? What y'all want to do? What the F are you talking about Marlon for? Oh, he talking about, okay, Drake talking to somebody else. Daron Payne or do we go Rashaan Evans or do we go Marcus Davenport? What y'all want to do? Daron Payne, Rashaan Evans, Marcus Davenport. Ingram, Bosa, and Davenport getting after the quarterback would be nasty. I agree. Is Baker Mayfield on the board? Yeah, Baker Mayfield on the board. Shut up. Okay, so cool. I got Payne, Davenport. Davenport, Payne is garbage. Damn, Payne, Davenport. Payne. Davenport, Payne. Evans. Payne, Davenport. Davenport isn't a first rounder. Interesting. Let's go Daron Payne. D-A ghetto sign. Ron. Capital R-O-N. Payne. I said ghetto sign. All right, y'all, moving on. Seattle. Look, man, I'm not going to take no other answer but offensive line. Russell Wilson was running for his life last year, man. He was running for his life last year. Can we please save Russell Wilson, please? Please. Unless y'all got a better idea. Unless y'all want to go cornerback because Richard Sherman's Achilles is ajar. You want to add some D linemen to that crew? What you want to do? Connor Williams gone, playboy. Pay attention. Connor Williams is a Cincinnati Bengal. McGlinchey. Y'all want to go McGlinchey? Y'all want to go? I'm seeing a lot of Mike McGlinchey. Dude from Notre Dame. Mike McGlinchey, Hurst, Maurice Hurst, McGlinchey, Josh McGlinchey, Davenport. Like Dak wasn't. I don't even know what that means. Billy Price. Interesting you say Billy Price, coach, because Billy Price can play center and guard. Jordan Jameson, salute, dropping the 5 just because. Man hug. What's up, bro? Or Josh Jackson. That's interesting. So cool. Y'all want to go Mike McGlinchey or y'all want to go Josh Jackson? What you want to do? Orlando Brown is better than Mike McGlinchey. I need to go ahead and drop my film sessions on Orlando Brown and Mike McGlinchey just so I can, just so I can have that in the ethos, in the atmosphere. McGlinchey. All right, we're going to draft Mike McGlinchey then. Where's my notepad? I'm picking for Dallas, by the way. So I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know. Hey, don't drop no super chats for Dallas because I'm going to draft them. Unless y'all want to, just for the culture, you can drop them, but I'm drafted for Dallas. You know what I mean? Let the dude that just dropped number 5. Yeah. Who just, so cool. Let me go. So, Jordan Jameson. I should let you pick, really, for the for the Seattle Seahawks, Jordan Jameson. If you still listening, Jordan Jameson, who you got for the Seattle Seahawks? I typed in Mike McGlinchey because that's what y'all said. But Jordan Jameson, who you want for the daggum Seattle Seahawks? What you want to do? Because I already made my mind up about who I want for Dallas. I already made my mind up. And I don't even care if y'all agree. I don't care. If I drop $100 super chat, can I choose who Dallas picks? It depends on how fast you drop that $100 super chat. It depends. But like I said, Nino Brown says, money talks, BS runs the marathon, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Okay, so my man ain't gonna jump back in and tell me who he wants, so I'm gonna move on. But if you want to come in later and tell me who you want for Seattle, we can run it. So anyway, let me just talk this up for Dallas a little bit because I got some Dallas fans, you know, McGlinchey. I got some Dallas fans. Vach, do you play fantasy football for money? I'll take your bread. So Dallas needs. It's a polarizing topic about the things that the Cowboys need. So let me just talk defense for a second. People think that Dallas could immediately go defensive back, and I kind of sort of quasi agree with that. I feel like if we had a nasty free safety, it'll make the rest of our DBs better. But the Cowboys weren't a terrible defensive team last year. I mean, they were ranked top 10, but there weren't any gangsters in that defense. I would like to have a gangster in that defense. I would want Dallas to trade down in this scenario, but I'd go Davenport, Derwin, Hurst, Edmonds. Here. Hey, man, salute for the 10 bomb you just dropped, but I told you I'm picking. So, I mean, I need, salute to you, brother. But the thing about it though is in a realistic scenario, what I think that the defenders that the Cowboys could possibly want, the table's going to get run on them, whether it be Vita Vea, whether it be one of the DBs or something like that, not corner necessarily, but safeties. They could be gone. Some of the D-line pass rushers could be gone. So. I look back to 2 years ago, right? The thing that made that Dallas Cowboys defense so good was the run game, right? Because last year, I know what a good Cowboys defense can do with a bad Cowboys offense. It wasn't very good. But if that Cowboys offense is hitting on all cylinders, it makes that defense better. Plus, we got 7 other picks to pick defensive players. So there's been this thing that I've been saying, and I'm gonna type it in the chat box so y'all can see it. I want y'all to see it when I type it in the chat box. Let me fix my headphones when I say this. Smith, Hernandez, Frederick, Martin, Collins is the scariest thing I have seen on paper in the last 3 years. Those list of names I just named, that's terrifying. Terrifying. I think if you run that offensive line out and you let Zeke be angry and pissed off, that's a damn lie. Will Hernandez is not too fat. He moves great. I've seen Will Hernandez move in space. I've seen Will Hernandez pull. He pulls tight to the line. He can kick. He can log. He can wrap to the front side backer. He can block down the backside backers. He can reach the 3 and the 4. He's nasty. He can whoop people with his hands in the wrong place. I ain't trying to hear that. And a lot of people like Isaiah Wynn based on his Senior Bowl performance. Okay, cool. Isaiah Wynn had a nice Senior Bowl performance. Isaiah Wynn ain't dominant, though. He ain't dominant like Will Hernandez is dominant. I like Isaiah Wynn. As far as technique, though, as far as technique, Isaiah Wynn's technique is a year ahead of Will Hernandez's. I totally agree with that. But I like my offensive linemen nasty. I like them strong. And I think Hernandez between Smith and Frederick is more dangerous than Wynn between Smith and Frederick. So I'm about to draft Will Hernandez, and I don't care what none of y'all talking about. Boy, you a meatball. Your mama a meatball. Shit, I don't care what none of y'all talking about, dog. I know my offensive lineman. And I normally don't pull rank on people. You know what I'm saying? I normally don't go, I know more offensive line than you. I never do y'all like that. Never do y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? But I see Will Hernandez, and I see an outstanding option. You plug that dude in day one, let him be your starter, because you see what happens when Chaz Green got to come in and play left guard for you. You know what I'm saying? You see what happens when Byron Bell got to come in and play guard for you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to put Will Hernandez, and I'm going to be happy with my starter at left guard. And we going to run the foot. Okay, look, Jacoby Elliott. You say it's a little too early for Will Hernandez. Listen, man, I don't want to play roulette with a starting left guard right now. I just made the point 9 picks ago. It is rare that you have good offensive linemen in this league. Everybody needs offensive linemen in this league. The Cowboys' next pick is at 50. Will Hernandez ain't going to be there at 50. Now you looking at the board like, now what? I'm useless. I'd get Will Hernandez right now, plug him in the left guard. He's going to start. He's going to be better than Jonathan Cooper. You're not drafting a left guard at 19. You're drafting your offensive identity back at 19. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. So it is what it is. Vach, left tackle is a bigger issue with Tyron Hurt. Cooper was solid. Bell and Chaz were atrocious at left tackle. Hey, then you draft another swing tackle. You draft another swing tackle. I don't think Isaiah Wynn plays tackle in the National Football League. It's a reason why we projected him to play guard. It's a reason. If Connor Williams was on the board, maybe I'll take Connor Williams. Will Hernandez is my pick because I think he is a top-tier left guard. A top-tier left guard. And if you put that dude between Tyron Smith and Travis Frederick, you get your identity back. Easy. Attack Dog 0500 says he want Geis in Detroit, so we ain't even going to talk about it. We just going to put Geis in Detroit. I'm sweating, man. Y'all pissing me off, dog. There he is. Y'all pissing me off. I ain't mad or nothing. But let me take a sip of this water, dog. And it's the thing about it, too. Because when y'all look at these media outlets and they tell you that Wynn is a better offensive lineman than Will Hernandez, okay, where y'all YouTube page at showing y'all work? Okay? Where is y'all video proving that? You know what I mean? If you walk into Coach Reed math class with just answers and you ain't showing your work, that's you just can't write the number. You got to show how you got to that number. Then maybe I'll start believing you. I got into an argument today. Not even an argument, but some dude in my Facebook group, he was like, Alex Collins is a bell cow running back. Look, Pro Football Focus even dropped a graphic to prove it. Well, I watched film on Alex Collins because he was on my fantasy team. I watched film on him. I even made a video. That video has been taken down, though. But I even made a video about Alex Collins. He cool. You know, bell cow. But you want to argue with me because you saw a graphic that Pro Football Focus made. Why they ain't got a YouTube channel? Why they can't show their work? I ain't trying to hear that. Yeah, wrong with y'all. Go suck a meatball like your mama meatball do. Oh, look at this guy. Who is this scrub? Who is this scrub? Where my mods at, man? Get this dude out of here. I swear if you make the Bills pick Mason Rudolph, I ain't gonna make the Bills do nothing. Y'all gonna make the Bills pick. Shit. Anyway, let me get back focused. Darius Geist to the Detroit Lions. I think they need a running back. I think Amir Abdullah has been basically holding that offense back a little bit, or their lack of a feature running back has been holding that offense back. So I like Darius Geist to the Detroit Lions. Cool. Put that right there. But what about Buffalo Bills, though? The Buffalo Bills got 2 picks in a row. That's some more Madden type stuff. They got one from Kansas City. How did they get one from Kansas City? What did Kansas City traded up to go get Pat. Okay, that's what happened. Cool. All right, so cool. I see Rashaan Evans and I see Marcus Davenport. That's interesting. I see Christian Kirk. Hey, man, Christian Kirk and Zay Jones in the same receiving core. Interesting. How mad are you, Vatch? I'm not mad no more. I feel good now. I'm not mad no more. Evans, Davenport, my cousin Evans. Yeah. I think I'm about to drop some film on Rashaan Evans pretty soon. I think he'll be a solid Sam linebacker. He gives you value in the pass rushing game. So I mean, if you end up getting Davenport and Evans, you can kill 2 pass rush birds with 1 stone, and you also get a pretty good linebacker there. I'm not mad at that. What I think is actually going to happen. I think Buffalo is going to trade both those picks and try to get a quarterback in the top 5 or top 10 or so. But that's just me. Vosh, did you see that voodoo-ish where Zay Jones magically lifted himself off the ground? It's called being in shape. I don't know much about that. I ain't never been in that much shape where I can just lift myself up with no hands. Coach says Rashaan Evans and Billy Price. That's interesting. Get you a guard/center combo. I think Billy's going to be a center, but can play guard. So drop y'all combinations, and whatever 2 names I see the most, those are going to be the 2 picks. So you can pick Rashaan Evans, Josh Jackson, Alexander. Hell, you can put Mason Rudolph if you want to. Arden Key, Marcus Davenport, whoever you want, Billy Price. You can put whatever combinations. Trading both picks, I know, right? Whatever combination of picks you want to do, we can run it like that. So I'm seeing Evans a bunch. I might as well just go ahead and put Evans in one spot. I see a lot of Davenport. I see some Taven Brown. I see some Bill. I see some Davenport is in the first rounder. Hey, Davenport. Cortland Sutton is falling for no reason. I think it's a bunch of reasons why Cortland Sutton is falling. Payne over Taven Bryan. Why Vach? I ain't picked these people. I dropped mine in I dropped my rankings in April. So Sutton, Davenport. I see Evans and Davenport. So hey, double the defense. So we're gonna put Evans and Marcus Davenport. Marcus Davenport. All right, cool. Lamar Jackson gone, famo. Look at the screen, fam. Look at the screen. Okay. L.A. Rams. I feel like the L.A. Rams made a few moves on their offensive line. They ended up making Todd Gurley effective again. Salute to Todd Gurley being effective again. But I think the cornerback position is really where you want to where you want to try to improve this team here. And I'm seeing people already say Josh Jackson. Josh Jackson. Josh Jackson. Iowa's Josh Jackson, cornerback, in case y'all didn't know. Josh Jackson. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put Josh Jackson, unless some Ram fan want to drop a super chat. I think Josh Jackson. Denzel Ward went to the Oakland Raiders, fam. So somebody say Colorado guy. Colorado State, Wayne Gallup. I like Wayne Gallup. But let's go Josh Jackson. Boom, 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 boom. Carolina, we going to save Cam or what? Or are we going to replace these defensive linemen or what? Or are we in anticipate Thomas Davis not being here no more mode or what? Do we get a reliable receiving option in Christian Kirk or what? Billy Price, I think Billy Price is perfect right here. I think Billy Price is pretty good right here. People saying Orlando Brown. I mean, I don't too much feel like Orlando Brown should go first round, but it's y'all not mine. Cam is an offensive line by himself. That's bad business. I'm seeing Arden Key. How y'all feel about Arden Key? Billy Price or Arden Key is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing Christian Kirk. Vach sleeping on Key. Vach ain't sleeping on Key. I like Arden Key sometimes. Hell yeah, Billy Price. Funny. Sutton, Shaquem. I like Shaquem Griffin, man. Go watch my Shaquem Griffin video. Billy Price, dude. So, is it going to be Billy Price or Arden Key? Only those two. Stop saying everybody else. Billy Price or Arden Key? What y'all want to do? I think Sutton goes before Kirk. He better not go before. If Christian Kirk falls to 50, man, I'm gonna love that pick for Dallas. But you know how that go. Key. Just take Price. At least it's a worthwhile pick. Key. The F y'all saying Arden Key out here committing crimes. Arden Key is definitely committing crimes. So we're gonna go Arden Key, y'all. Arden Key. David Williams says draft Price. Please save Cam Newton. They don't want to save Cam Newton. They want to chase people. Dry fire on a dead round, not raw through. I got you, fam. I got snap caps up in here. Key is Randy Gregory all over again. Well, Randy Gregory's talented. So, Tennessee Titans. I feel like y'all the best, best team in the National Football League, man. But it's all good because I know how we can make it right. I agree, Coach Evans. Sometimes you need gangsters and idiots on defense. I agree. Defense is built for gangsters and idiots. Now, you can be football smart and be an idiot. What I mean by idiot is I mean people that don't make great decisions in real life, you know. I agree. Man, this is so early for Okoronkwo. Man. So are y'all really set on pass rusher to Tennessee? Okoronkwo's there. If y'all want to go Okoronkwo, I think it's a bit early. But Davenport's there. I mean, I don't really want to go Davenport. I mean, it's a bit early, but you know. I think they're fine at offensive line. Unless you want to go guard or something. I'll go guard in Tennessee. What y'all want to do? Give Derrick Henry an extra run lane to run through? I don't know. You want to go Jair Alexander? You know, what you want to do? What you want to do? Let's see. Let me scroll up this chat box, see what y'all talking about. Ronald Jones, I think they good there. Kirk isn't a first round. Dude sucks. And that's so strange about these interactive mock drafts, man, is that I don't agree with a lot of y'all. I think the more football fans you put in one place, the more disagreement that is going to be, because I'm not here with y'all, man. I'm not fooling with you. You're a little too low on Oko, in my opinion, Vach. That Ohio State tape. I agree, cool ass Drake. But my whole thing on Oscar from Oklahoma is I look at his skill set. And if I'm going to take a first round edge player, I want you to be proficient in the run and the pass. And if he's going to play linebacker, which I think he will, I got to see if you can cover, right? I don't think he can cover or play the run that well. He can play the run a little bit, but that well. He can rush like a maniac, though. He gives you value in pass rush. I give you that. But you try to reserve these first overall picks for as many, clear picks as you can possibly get. So I see a lot of Okoronkwo here, so I'm just gonna go Oscar Okoronkwo from Oklahoma. And after the mock draft, I guess I'll open up the phone lines and let y'all call in and discuss and discuss the picks. I've seen Vach don't mess up the Saints pick like 12 times. Quit telling me that. Okay. Atlanta Falcons, Lieutenant Dan, make the pick for me, bro. What you want to do? I feel like Atlanta Falcons. Coach Evans say Christian Kirk to Atlanta. Interesting. That's why I say Taven Brown or Harold Landry to Atlanta. Interesting. I feel like a lot of Atlanta's needs are gonna come to the light after free agency. We just got to know what they're gonna do. What Atlanta's gonna do. So I'm gonna leave this up to Lieutenant Dan or Super Chat. I'm seeing a lot of Kirk though. A lot of Kirk. I'm seeing some Landry. I'm seeing Taven Bryant. I drafted Taven Bryant for the Cowboys in the I drafted Taven Bryant for the Dallas Cowboys in my Lombardi's draft talk early. He was our second pick. I got Will Hernandez first and Taven Bryant second. Harrison Phillips, okay. It's the defensive tackle from Stanford. The white kid. The D tackle with 100 and something tackles. That's interesting. Atlanta Harrison Phillips. Whoa, Vach. Dan, not mod. Dan's so busy, man. I don't even want to bother Dan with my mod work, man. Dan way too busy to be fooling me. But hey, man, Harrison Phillips to the Falcons. I mean, Dan, if you like it, I mean, hey, hey, I love it. I love it. If y'all gonna play that 3-4 look, Harrison, plug him in at nose and run with him. I would like to see Harrison Phillips at 3 tech though. He's a bigger guy. I wouldn't say fast, but he's a motor dude. And I like to see people play 3 tech to see how they deal with one-on-one blocks. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, Lieutenant Dan wants Harrison Phillips. Let's run it. Now, I'm not a big Saints fan, and Tramal Kellop keeps saying, "Vach, don't mess up the Saints pick." I don't pick for the Saints. Y'all picking for the Saints. So Marcus, what's the kid's name? Y'all just drafted him last year. It's so crazy how I knew everybody's name last year, but now a new draft class comes in. I don't know anybody no more. Who's the kid that the Saints just drafted last year, first overall, the cornerback? Please, somebody help me. Lattimore. Cool. Lattimore. Marcus Lattimore. Gotcha. Saints just drafted Marcus Lattimore. Do you draft another corner to go along with him? How you feel about Delvin Bro? I know he's hurt for the season. You just kind of forgot about him. How about safety? You want a safety? And in New Orleans, you got Ronnie Hare. No. Marcus, I know. Marnie Watts, no. Maurice Hurst. Is Maurice Hurst on the board? Maurice Hurst on the board, but you already got Rankin, and I like Rankins. I don't think any of these safeties are first-round players. That's just me. Any of the safeties left over. Do you take Marcus Davenport in New Orleans? Let me just say that and wait for the chat to catch up to that. Do you take Marcus Davenport or somebody like James Washington in New Orleans? Where's Lamar Jackson? Lamar Jackson gone? He's in Arizona. Do you take like Luke Falk or Mason Rudolph or something like that in New Orleans? Huh. Oh, I'm tripping. Marcus Davenport's okay, cool. He's the Bills. Okay, cool. Take it easy, Dan. Dan is gonna go live on his channel. So if you're a Falcons fan, go holler at Dan. Let's see. Davenport's gone. Christian Kirk to the Saints, maybe. Dante Jackson, maybe. Billy Price, who's playing center for the Saints? I think the Saints are leaning more towards they moved to turn themselves into a run first team, and they leaned on Drew Brees a lot less. So, do you draft an offensive lineman and keep that train going? What you want to do? I'm seeing a lot of Ronnie Harrison, man, and I'm about to pick Ronnie Harrison because I'm seeing y'all pick Ronnie Harrison, Jackson, Malik Jefferson. I don't think Malik Jefferson is a first-round player, so I'm going to go ahead and save y'all. What about tight end? Dallas Goedert? Dallas Goedert? Look, do we go tight end and go Dallas Goedert, or do we go Billy Price, put him at guard or center, let him transition? Or do we go like Jair Alexander, cornerback? What y'all want to do? Or do we go Ronnie Harrison, strong safety? What y'all want to do? Maurice Hurst on the board, but, where you play him. Mark Andrews. Kind of early for Mark Andrews. Taven Bryan, do you want Taven Bryan? Put him at one tech. What y'all want? Harrison, Dallas, Alexander's a gamble. Harrison, we don't need no safety. Y'all need a safety. Goddard. I see some Goddard. I see Dallas Goedert. I see Rodney Harrison. Bruce need a Jimmy Garoppolo type tight end, not a blocker. I say Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Graham type tight end, not a blocker. Taven Bryan is a third rounder. Taven Bryan is talented. Saints don't need a safety. Well, pick then and quit saying what the Saints don't need then. I ain't mad, but dang. Talk to me. Don't talk to them. Talk to me. I'm seeing a lot of Dallas Goedert. And then they going to get mad at me, but y'all picking. You see what I'm saying? I hope Dallas can somehow get Goedert in a second. I don't want a tight end in a second. We're going to go Ronnie Harrison because I'm seeing it. But then they're going to somehow get mad at me. But, shit, I ain't pick him. Y'all picked him. So, Ronnie Harrison. Damn, just like Saints fans. Don't know what y'all want. Pittsburgh Steelers. Do y'all go quarterback right here? Because y'all don't have faith in Ben Roethlisberger if he going to be back. What y'all want to do? Shaquem Griffin, it's kind of early for Shaquem. Christian Wilkins went back to school, fam. Come on now. Somebody said F the Steelers. That's a bit mean. I'm thinking cornerback maybe. Mike Hughes, Jair Alexander. What y'all want to do? Hernandez is a Cowboy. You effed up the pick, Vach. Hey, I ain't effed nothing up. Y'all picked this. y'all pick these people. Might have to replace Le'Veon Bell. Well, Sonny Michel's there. Ronald Jones is there. Cortland Sutton is there. Pittsburgh need a DB. I agree. So peep this out. Do we go Jair Alexander? I see some people say Deshaun Elliott. Jair Alexander? Saw somebody say Cortland Sutton. I ain't fooling with y'all. But hey, if y'all want Cortland Sutton, y'all want Cortland Sutton. Vach, we already picked Deshaun Elliott. No, we didn't. We did not pick Deshaun Elliott. Yeah, no, we did not. No, we did not. So Deshaun Elliott's on the board. Steelers need a safety, but none left are first rounders. Hey, what y'all want to do? Pittsburgh. You want old Marcus Allen there, Pittsburgh? Deshaun Elliott? What y'all want to do? Jair Alexander or Deshaun Elliott? What y'all want? Or Mike Hughes? Jair Alexander, Mike Hughes, or Deshaun Elliott? Motherfucker. Deshaun Elliott, Mike Hughes, or Jair Alexander? Somebody say Ronald Jones. F it. That's interesting. Imagine Brown, Sutton, Antonio Brown, Cortland Sutton, Martavius Bryant, and Jiu-Jitsu Smith. I don't think all those guys are going to be there. Not at the same time. Jair, Mike Hughes, Alexander, Jair, Hughes. I love when Vice starts playing with guns. It's very relaxing. The gun's safe, though. None's in it right now. All my self-defense ammo is sitting to the left of me, but I see Deshaun Elliott, man, so we going to run with Deshaun Elliott. Y'all picked this, I didn't. Deshaun Elliott. All right. Almost done, y'all, and I'm about to open up these phone lines so you can react to your picks. Jacksonville Jaguars. I feel like Jacksonville is another team that could potentially trade up and draft a quarterback. I've been talking about Lamar Jackson in Jacksonville for a long time. Lamar Jacksonville. So what y'all want to do? They don't need a whole bunch. Who's playing center for Jacksonville? Because I'm all about drafting some offensive line in Jacksonville. If they don't, Isaiah Wynn in Jacksonville, what y'all want to do? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Vach, I'm disappointed in you. Goddard is the pick. Don't be disappointed in me. Be disappointed in your peers. Shucks, man. Jacksonville, what y'all want to do? I think offensive line is definitely the pick right here. Coach Evans said wide receiver for Jacksonville. Cortland Sutton, what y'all want to do? What y'all want to do? I need to watch film on this center from Jacksonville because y'all got a lot of faith in them. But I like to watch film before I go around saying, you know. Vach, I wanted Ronnie Harrison, but you gave him to the Saints. Hey, Jay Rogers. My bad. And then, look, Price could play guard. So, yeah, Antonio Brown. Price. Jags need a QB. I agree. But I don't think you draft Luke Falk, though. I think you trade down and get one of those big guys, but this is a non-trade situation. So I think go offensive lineman. I don't know if I'd reach for Wynn right here. Oh, so we can get Wynn in Dallas, but y'all can't get Wynn in Jacksonville. Peanut gallery, dog. Trying to hear that. Orlando Brown. That what y'all want? Orlando Brown? Y'all want Orlando Brown or Billy Price? Or do y'all... Okay, look. Orlando Brown, Billy Price, Christian Kirk, or Cortland Sutton. Those four. 2 receivers or 2 offensive linemen. They all do different things. So, Orlando Brown, Billy Price, Cortland Sutton, Christian Kirk. Orlando Brown, Billy Price, Cortland Sutton, Christian Kirk. While y'all do that, I'm about to set my phones up. Now when you're in the basement working on the phones, man, Brown, Price, Brown, Orlando Brown. If my co-host, one of my co-hosts, if Said E Fresh is in the building, go ahead and pick for the Vikings. Let me go ahead and text Said and ask him if you want to pick for the Vikings. And somebody been inboxing the hell out of me. I'm going to have to check that later, man. I'm going to have to check that later. Let me go to Said E Fresh. Unless somebody wants to super chat pick for the Vikings, but let me ask Said. You want to pick for the Vikings? I think offensive line is definitely the place to go here. And look at cool ass Drake. He said, get Dalvin a lineman to create running lanes. I totally agree. Totally agree, Drake. We drafted Hernandez and Zach Martin is a beast, so we don't need anything. God, I don't know what that means. Hey, he say, hell yeah, tune in then. Who you want? Y'all on the clock. Y'all on the clock. I think Win or Price is gonna end up being a pick right here. Y'all on the clock. Cause cool ass Drake just made this point. Dalvin Cook is gonna be the identity of that football team now. I think you need to be able to move people up front at will, because you don't know what your quarterback situation is going to be neither. You just really don't know. So, so he watching. Well, Lucas Anderson, shit said I tried to get you to pick, but Lucas dropped $5 in the super chat and said I got the Vikes. So, Luke, what you want to do? What you want to do, Luke? You got a super chat for the Vikings? I sure do. So, Luke, tell me what you want to do. Now, somebody can match Lucas's 5 with a 10, and they would get the pick, but it's up to y'all. While y'all working that out, let me just address this pick. Win needs to go before that. Hold on, let me do this. Win needs to go before Hernandez. Win can play 4 positions. Win is also more athletic than Hernandez. Hernandez at 19 is a horrible pick. I wish you could see my face. I wish you can see my face. He played 4 positions. Look, man. That whole Swiss Army knife concept is cool. I'd rather the stud than the Swiss Army knife. You know what I mean? That's what I'd rather have. I'd rather have that one nasty cat that could put the nipple on the titty at left guard than somebody that can play everything but center. Now, if you want a new swing tackle, pick a new swing tackle. But my stud is Will Hernandez. And like I say, I'm not going to call any of y'all out because y'all's opinion is y'all opinion. If y'all like Isaiah Wynn over Will Hernandez, that's y'all thing. But how my offensive line eyes work, based on my studies, and I don't even want y'all to think that I think Isaiah Wynn is terrible. But man, Will Hernandez is a stud, and he fits. I think Will Hernandez fits our system better than anything. Please. Well, Isaiah Wynn is probably a better outside zone runner, a blocker. If I won't push up the middle, who I go to? I go to Will Hernandez. But that's just me. And Luke dropped $5 in the super chat to pick for the Vikings, but Luke ain't made his pick yet, so I'm about to pick for him. So I'm about to go. Billy Price for the. Okay, Sadie Fresh says win, so he's saying win, and I ain't seeing Luke say nothing. So yeah, I ain't seeing Luke. So okay, cool. So Luke dropped $5 because he wanted to be cool, but Luke picked Price. I ain't see Luke pick Price. I just see Luke drop the super chat, and that's it. I don't see Luke nowhere pick Price. Okay, cool. Luke did say Billy Price. Yo, said, I understand. I text you and told you to come make the pick, but Luke dropped $5 in the super chat. So even though you've been the best homie since 2nd grade, money talks, and I know this really ain't a big deal to you, so. We gonna go ahead and pick Billy Price, said. My bad, bro. I'm sure you understand. I'll buy you some wings, homie. There we go. So the New England Patriots that just lost in the Super Bowl, I'm assuming that we want to draft defense right now. And I'm assuming that Butler is not going to be there right now. Do we pick? Is Jair Alexander on the board? Okay, say he's fine with Billy Price. Cool. Do we pick cornerback? Do we pick defensive line? I was just about to say Marcus Davenport. He's gone though. Let's see. Christian Kirk's on the board. I see Maurice Hurst. Maurice Hurst is still here. What y'all want to do? We need an edge rusher. Well, Harold Landry's there. Cornerback. What y'all want to do? Maurice Hurst, the best player in this draft, according to Pro Football Focus, hadn't even been picked in the top 30 yet. See what I'm saying? See how this works? I think New England goes cornerback or defensive lineman right here. Vaj, did you say nipple on the titty? Yes. You know, some things put nipples on the titty. Some things put the satin on the panties, you know. I could partially be racist, but I feel like Sam Hubbard, for some reason, fits New England. I can't explain how, and it could be racist. It could just be me racist, but Sam Hubbard just fits New England. I don't know. Let me shut up. Maurice Hurst, Jair Alexander. What y'all want to do? I think Jair is the pick, though. Let me see. Josh Jackson. Has Mike Hughes been picked? Because I like Mike Hughes. I ain't going to say better, but let's go Mike Hughes. Let's go Mike Hughes to the New England Patriots. Mike Hughes, New England Patriots. Jeff Woodson say Vita Vea at 19. Well, how when Vita Vea went at 13? Come on, y'all. Help me out, man. Help me out. And the last pick of the night. Let me hit that button. Audio.
Welcome. This service is provided by Free Conference Call.
All right. I hear you. Anyone but an offensive tackle for the Eagles. Love the work you do, Vach. Keep it up. I love Christian Kirk here. Though Kirk, Aguilar, Jeffrey, Ertz, and Ajayi is beast. Hey, man. Andrew Brekus. Let me hit that button and do that. Andrew Brekus, salute to you, brother. You want Christian Kirk to the Philadelphia Eagles? By God, you got him. Christian Kirk to the Eagles. All right. That is your Vach Lombardi's Draft Talk. Thank you for whoever did the Super Chat. Eagles fans think that. Okay, we ain't talking about that. This is Interactive Mock Draft 1.0. This is y'all. I ain't picked this. So now you can call in and respond to your pick. The number is 515-739-1285. The access code 309-104. The number and the access code should be on the screen. Let me see. Yeah, let me move this thing out the way. Hold on. Let me, boom. There's the number. And there's the Twitter while we at it. So, like I say, 515-739-1285 is the number to call in. You can call in and react to your selection. You can somehow find a way to hate on me. I guess if that's what you want to do. James Goodman, we're not going to do the Ramsey bit. I hope if you call in, you have something productive to say, because I don't want this live stream to be 3 hours. So let me turn all my levels up, and let me go to the phones. And Dallas, what's good, bro?
Hey, how's it going, Vach?
Doski Woski, man, what you got for the show?
Well, since I can't do my Ramsey bet,
Nope.
I guess I'll just talk about the Dallas pick.
Okay, let's run it. What you got?
So I have to mention, I know some people, including me, are higher on him than others, but I see Harold Landry has to go in the first round. Because I think, especially looking at his tape last year, he had an ankle injury this year. Looking at him last year, he was one of the best. I think if he came out last year, he would have been the Cowboys pick, honestly.
True. True. I feel you on that. Harold Landry's 2016 tape was 100% better than his 2017 tape. So I 100% feel you on that. What else you got?
Now I'm gonna have to disagree with you with Hernandez here.
That's fine.
Even though I like him as a player.
That's fine. I'm listening.
But basically, like, people have done the numbers, which I try to explain to people. Basically, when the games with Tyron in, the numbers are 55%, 60% of the time is when you need to keep Dak clean. Mm-hmm. In games where it was that much passing plays with no pressure, where, he was protected, his numbers were all top 5, top 10. And I think the only times it was worse than that when Tyron played was the Denver game. Now, Chaz Green, as we saw on Byron Bell, were literally turnstiles. I mean, good Christ. There's that play against Philadelphia in Week 17 where Dak managed to throw a long ball and Dez managed to catch it. Mm-hmm. And this was after, I think it was Vinny Curry, Dak literally had to shrug him off. Mm-hmm. And yet it's a holding call on Byron Bell. And I just find it hilarious that Byron Bell, how do you let your quarterback get tackled after you commit holding? So the problem was more Tyron being out than left guard. I think after the Denver game, we replaced Chaz Green with Cooper, and he's a free agent, probably can be brought back for cheap. And I think it would be more of a luxury pick, even if I did love the idea of putting Hernandez at left guard, than rolling with Cooper, who I don't think that is that big of a downgrade from Leary. Meanwhile, we saw with the team that I am not recognizing by name have a good D-line and be able to apply pressure. I just think with the front seven, I don't know if Edmonds, I'm hoping he falls in 19 because we might lose Hitchens, who I actually like a lot more than a lot of Cowboys fans.
He ain't. So listen. Let me just go ahead and say this, bro. I got 2 other callers too, so I'm about to cut you short. As far as the Cowboy situation, like, Tyron's only recurring injury is his back, and he doesn't miss time for that. So, like, the only reason he missed time this year was because of a knee injury. Let's not pretend like Tyron Smith just goes around missing games, like, all the time. You know what I mean? I like Isaiah Wynn. Isaiah Wynn gives you value being able to play left tackle and left guard, sure. But if you asking, yo, Vach Lombardi, what do you like in a guard? I'm going to describe Will Hernandez over Isaiah Wynn. Isaiah Wynn is a technical genius. Let me rock for a minute. Isaiah Wynn is technically better than Will Hernandez. But Will Hernandez is whooping people with bad technique, which is amazing to me. What's up? I listen to you. What's up?
I'm agreeing with you. As prospects, I actually put Hernandez over Wynn. I think Wynn's going to go early second. I'm currently mocking him to the Colts in the second. What I'm actually arguing is I want those guys. I want defense round 1. Probably front 7 unless the team really likes Ronnie Harrison. Because I like Harrison. I don't know if we would take him at 19 or a trade back. But I mean, if Payne's there, if Vega's there, if Edmonds is there, heck, maybe Davenport, I'm not as high on, but would be probably pretty good across from D-Law.
Based on the scenario we were given, none of those people was there. I mean, Davenport was there, but I value Hernandez over Davenport. I mean, who else? Arden Key, Okoronkwo. You know what I'm saying? Like, Rodney Harrison's there, but I don't consider Rodney Harrison a top pick. Plus, I don't think Dallas needs a strong safety. We got 5 strong safeties. We don't have a free safety.
I wish I could be in the room during Arden Key's interviews because he has the talent, the God-given ability to be – I mean, he almost has as much God-given talent as Von Miller. Maybe not as much, but he is talented. We saw it. I've seen him before at games. He's unbelievable. Probably more 3-4 than 4-3, but I bet he could play in a 4-3. But there are a lot of question marks of him that I understand, which is why a lot of people have him falling. But he would certainly be interesting. But that's a guy you have to get into a room and talk to him.
I feel you, man. I'm about to go ahead and get you off the line. I got 2 more calls. Thanks for calling in, bro.
Thanks much.
Yeah. And let's go. 913, who it is?
Ross.
What up, Ross? What you got for the show, man?
Chiefs draft Dorrance Armstrong, round 2. Me.
Well, we ain't doing round two, so I mean, I feel you. I mean, do you have a response for who the hell the Chiefs draft here? Oh, Chiefs ain't even got Chiefs ain't got a first round pick. So yeah, I mean, you want to talk about Pat Mahomes or something since he's technically your first round pick this year? Oh, well, he's gone. Well, guess he just wanted to call and troll. Whatever. 219. Who this?
Yo, what's the word?
What's happening? Well, it's good, man. You way too calm and chill. I walked up with my energy and you laid back chilling. What's good, fam? What you got for the show?
You feel me? What's the word? Steeler Nation here. I just want to let all the Steeler Nation folks thank God y'all is not no GMs. I don't know why y'all trying to choose Deshaun Elliott as the 28th pick.
Talk to him.
Child, please.
Talk to him. Talk to him. What would you rather do, bro?
Deshaun Elliott, his stats, 6 interceptions his junior year. Come on, man. That stuff is straight stat. And everybody talk about he's a ball hawk. That man ain't no ball hawk.
Damn.
If you feel me, most of his interceptions was, that shit came from overthrows and this and that. You feel me? By the 28th pick, man, most likely, Mason Rudolph, that'd be a good pick. Being probably got like two years left, through his contract from 2019. You feel me? They don't go. Me personally, Rashawn Evans, but I highly doubt the Bills take Rashawn Evans. They might trade up for a QB because ain't no way Tyrod Taylor being after this year. You feel me? But that's all I got to say.
I tell people.
One more thing.
I tell people all the time, man, like stats can only get you so far. Look at the film, because just because you got a lot of interceptions, that means people was trying you. That don't necessarily mean you was always in you were always blanketing people. Overthrows happen, underthrows happen. They were trying you all game because you can't go. How many touchdowns did you give up to get those 6 interceptions? There's a lot of things we got to look into. But go ahead and make your last point you was making.
Oh, yeah, last point is saying, you feel me? I hope every Patriots fan is crying right now. You feel me? I don't mess with none of y'all. I hope y'all burn.
Damn.
You feel me? That's all.
Damn. Salute to you, bro. Good call. Good call, man. Oh, man. Take it easy, bro. Damn. He said, I hope all y'all burn, fam. Cool ass Drake. What's good, bro?
What's happening, ass cold ass watch?
Dosky Woski, you like Calvin Ridley to the Ravens?
No, I don't.
Talk to me. Talk to me, bro.
I just, if Ozzy picks Calvin Ridley, I'm about to say some ignorant shit, but maybe it is time for the old fella to retire, because this is not, and this has less to do with what type of player or how good of a player Calvin is, more than it has to do with the fact that this is not the year to take Calvin Ridley at pick 16, because this is a fantastic year for a wide receiver to be your number one most pressing need, because there is a lot of quarterback talent. I don't know if there's a lot of quarterback talent, but there will be a lot of quarterbacks taken early. There's a lot of defensive line talent. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of offensive line talent. So receivers are going to drop. And I know that you don't like trading back. I know that you're against that philosophy. But why pick Calvin Ridley at 16 when you could trade back to the mid-20s and you can have a chance at landing Christian Kirk, my favorite receiver, DJ Chark, James Washington?
I feel you, Drake. I mean, I didn't make the pick. I feel you, Drake. But some people associate with they associate the Ravens' receiving woes, with needing to draft a receiver at where y'all picking at 16.
I mean, I see it. I get it, man. I see it in every single mock. It's always Calvin Ridley to the Ravens, because the Ravens have a needed receiver. And one of Alabama's most talented draft prospects is a receiver. So everyone's like, that receiver to the Ravens 100% makes sense. And, the thing is, it from the standpoint of whether or not there's a likelihood of it happening, there probably is. I mean, I'm sure there's a strong chance that pick is being considered. But, man, there are just – this is – you trade back in the 20s, you get DJ Chark, Christian Kirk, James Washington. You pick up another third rounder next year, or even. And I just think you're probably going to get a better player than Calvin Ridley later, and you could get another draft pick. Ridley, he has He runs smooth routes, but he's a very thin frame. He looks like if you hit him hard enough, he'll break. Like, I've seen him drop. I see him drop passes that he should catch, and he doesn't drop a lot of them. But it seems like every time I'm watching Alabama, he drops one.
His hands aren't the best. I agree.
And man, he's just like I said, you got to watch DJ Chark, man. The one knock on DJ Chark is he's a body catcher, and that's a fair knock. But a body catcher just went 7th overall last year with Mike Williams.
We're not gonna talk about Mike Williams being a body catcher, fam. You know the peanut gallery don't like that. We started to talk about these Clemson players. Drake, you got 10 more seconds to make a point, man. I'm gonna get you up out of here.
I'm just gonna use those 10 seconds to talk about how good DJ Chark is. 21.9 yards per catch, elusive, fast, tall and fast, and great player. And that's who I would want to trade back and pick would be DJ Chark.
Thanks for the call, cool ass Drake.
Thanks for the time, Ice Cold. That's all.
Yes, sir. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Sam Pena, what's up, man?
Hey, Voch, how you doing?
Turn down your laptop. I'm doing good, man. What's good?
Pretty good. So Deron Payne to the Chargers.
I ain't picking.
I wasn't happy with that.
Tell me why.
I think if you look at the Chargers, the biggest need is obviously either at the interior defensive line or at linebacker.
They were the worst defense against the run last year. Sam Pena, what are you saying?
But if I'm looking at the board right now and the choice is Deron Payne or Rashaan Evans, I'm picking Rashaan Evans because the bigger need for the Chargers is not at 3-tech. 3-tech, that's the only thing that I really see Deron Payne playing at the next level, and I really see him getting washed down all the time against the run. I don't like his tape that much. I think he had a couple of big plays against Georgia that put him on the map, but if you look at his tape, all of it, he's not that impressive. He has upside, but I would rather honestly take Taven Bryan if it came down to Taven Bryan or Deron Payne. But if I'm really picking there, looking at who's the best player, I think Rashaan Evans is the best pick for the Chargers because he's good against the run.
Go ahead. Some dude said, "Why would you pick Taven Bryan here? Taven Bryan is a 3rd-round pick." Well, the pundits say Taven Bryan is a 3rd-round pick. Taven Bryan can play some football, fam. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear what the damn pundits talking about.
Taven Bryan is way more disruptive throughout his tape consistently than Deron Payne is.
And Hurst.
Yeah, and Mo Hurst. Yeah, I agree. So if the Chargers picked him there, I mean, is a little high, I guess, but I'd be okay with it. He fills a need.
Yeah, you got 10 more seconds, Sam Payne. What you got?
Only other thing I would have to say is if Lamar Jackson was here at 17, if he fell that far, I wouldn't think I'd mind that too much. That's it.
Well, apparently these people in this chat box think that Lamar Jackson a damn scrub, and that's sacrilegious. Thanks for calling, Sam Payne.
All right.
515-739-1285, access code 309104. Call in, tell me what you think about your picks. We're going to keep this thing moving right on along. Chugga, 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 toot. Chris Robbins, it seems like you like the Darius Geis pick to the Detroit Lions. Talk about it.
Yeah, I think it's a good fit. Definitely a team that really needs to improve their ground game. Honestly, if it were up to me, I'd put defense, but given what was there, I like the Geis pick. On the other hand, there is one position that I do not want the Lions to pick this year in the first round, and that is the cornerback. This team does not need a cornerback in the first round. All those people I saw in the peanut gallery singing Josh Jackson.
Talk to him.
Tease Tabor absolutely locked out at the end of the year. You know, I know his 40 time was a little slow last year, but when he was on Mike Evans in week 16 or 15 rather in Tampa Bay, he allowed one catch on 12 targets to Mike Evans. So this dude can absolutely ball in our team, and he's only going to get better when Mike Patricia gets here, or Matt Patricia. So definitely do not want to see a corner in the first round this year. If we're going defense, I want to be front seven. Also, one more point, too.
You know what's
before I
funny?
go.
Chris Robbins, before I cut you off and say that, I just got the Bleach Report update. Matt Patricia's going back to the Patriots. How you feel about that?
We'll find something else.
Okay, I'm lying. I just want to see how you was going. I just want to see what you were going to say. Apparently, you don't care nothing about Matt Patricia. Damn, Chris. Okay, but cool. Go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
I love him. I just knew you were joking. So,
okay, I got
anyway, one more thing, too, before I go is I'm going to shop a Mo Hurst video probably Thursday or Friday. I know that you're not the biggest fan of him, but he's my DT2 behind Veda this year. I really saw a lot of things to like about him. As a pass rusher and the run stopper, he has a really good anchor in run D. And when he is asked to rush the passer and get in the quarterback, he can definitely collapse pockets. I really want to see him in a actual defense that will tell him to rush the passer. He's going to be one of those guys that really has to go to the right team. But man, if he goes to the right team, his ceiling is up there, top 5, top 10 DT in the league. He definitely has a little bit of room to grow. Of course, he's still a late first round prospect. But the ceiling and the technique and especially just the raw power and strength that he brings is definitely something you can't overlook.
You know I respect your football acumen, Chris Robbins, but I need to see it more than just sometimes. Thanks for calling in, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
La, da, 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 da. Instead, I went gambling on the boat. Malcolm Butler got high. 219, who this?
What's the word? Back again.
Back at it like a crack at it. What you got for the show? Less time this time.
Hey, I'm to holler at you about this motherfucking Lamar Jackson and Mason Rudolph. You feel me? I think they real underrated just because of all the high quality QBs we got in this draft. You feel me? Like, what if Lamar Jackson and Mason Rudolph decided to, stay one more year? You think they can be top 5s in the league next year?
I think Lamar Jackson. I think Lamar Jackson can be top 5 this year, but the peanut gallery, the peanut gallery is definitely going to be who they are. But as of now, we listening to media scouts. You know what I mean? Media scouts. They only getting some word. They're only hearing rumors and stuff. But when they start watching film, they gonna see it ain't that much difference between Lamar Jackson and Baker Mayfield. Pardon me, there ain't much distance. There are big differences, but it's not that much distance between Lamar and like Sam or Josh Allen. I got quarterback week coming up where, I'm not just saying these things. I'm actually going to back up what I'm saying. So you'll get to see my videos or whatever, how I feel about it. But I definitely think Lamar Jackson is going to get more respect as the more film we watch, and Lamar Jackson is gonna light that combine on fire, and he's
gonna light
on fire because everybody talking about these guys with big arms. Lamar Jackson got a big arm. He's gonna run faster than your favorite running back. He's gonna run. He makes good decisions. He plays a lot of hero ball and he throws some inaccurate passes. So does Josh Allen. So does Josh Allen. So does Sam Darnold. So did Cam Newton. But what we're gonna watch is we're gonna see Lamar Jackson make plays. We're gonna see his athletic ability. We're gonna think about how he fits in the team. You can say what he is against this guy, but how does he fit into Jacksonville? That's gonna be exciting. And I think Lamar Jackson is definitely gonna end up being a top 15 type prospect before the process is over with.
I feel that. You feel me? Good looking out. You feel me?
No doubt. Salute. I'm gonna let you go. You hung up and called back. My man got 2 of them, man. Let me holler at the homie. I should get his name, but I just got Mexico. What's good, man?
Hey, man.
Holding it down for the Doski Woski. What you got for the show?
So, you know how the Pin Gallery has Mo Hurst as DT1?
Okay.
Man, I have Payne, Bryant, and Vita Visa over Mo Hurst.
You say you got Payne, Bryant, and Vita Vea better than Mo Hurst?
Yeah.
I can get behind that. Okay.
And Brian, man, he is bigger than Mo Hurst. He's a better pass rusher. He's stronger. And he probably weighs like 10 pounds more. And he's more athletic. You look at him and tape, and he's faster. He's quicker. His get-off is insane. And he just, man, those guards from Texas A&M and FSU game. And I'm a Bengals fan. And Gino is 30 now. He's going to be 30 by next season. And if they can sneak him and the second man, I will GS all over my pants.
Just in case y'all didn't comprende mi hermano right there. He was saying that Taven Bryan is bigger than Maurice Hurst, stronger, and he looks more athletic. I totally agree. Even though we do see bursts from Maurice Hurst, we see it from Taven Bryan more consistently. If you watch the film session I did, I called Maurice Hurst a very sometimes player. Sometimes he looks really, really good. Sometimes he looks bad. We never question Taven Bryan's effort or his motor. So I feel that he said that he is a Raiders fan. So if he somehow gets Taven Bryan going
Bengals. I want Taven to replace Gino.
Oh, he's a Bengals fan, and he wants Bryan to be the new Geno Atkins in town. So hey, I feel you on that. Salute to you, Mexico. That's all you got for the show.
One more thing.
Go ahead.
When are you gonna do the Rashaan Evans video?
You say Rashaan Evans?
Yes, his film session.
Okay. When am I going to do a film session on Rashaan Evans, linebacker, Alabama? I'm going to be working on quarterback week. I feel like I got to drop a Derwin James video because of the demand of it. And people been asking me, let me just say y'all something. When y'all hop in these comments, you're like, yo, Vach, you got to do a Rashaan Evans video. And I'll be like, man, I got to respect my Patreon people. And my Patreon people really move a lot of needles around here. So if y'all really want Rashaan Evans, y'all know what to do. But it'll happen, though, at some point. You know, I'll work on it.
Okay, salute.
All right, salute, man. That's the homie Mexico. I should get his name. I'm just gonna call him Mexico. I was about to say something racist. I thought he said he was a Raiders fan, and you know, from Mexico, I was like, of course you're a Raiders fan from Mexico. I was gonna be a little racist, but he says he's a Bengals fan, and now I'm even more confused. So. We got one more caller, and after this, we're gonna wrap this thing up. This number looks a little funny, but we're going to run it anyway, see what happens. 386, what's happening? Who this?
Oh, yeah, this is Frank.
What up, Frank? Turn down your laptop.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
It's all good.
Desktop.
What you got for me? All right, Frank. All right, Frank. All right. I don't know if he was trolling or he really got kidnapped, but holla at you, Frank. I hope the police make it in time, fam. All right? Hey, man. Fun show today. Fun show. 2 hours, 9 minutes. 2 hours and 9 minutes of football talk, and that's really what it's all about, man. You know, we look on these 4-letter sports networks and they may try to talk some draft, but they not interacting with the people like we do. You know? They not really keeping it 100 with y'all. They not giving y'all Hughes Vouchers AR-15. Hey, man, I would. The 4-letter networks, I mean, they're cool, whatever. But at some point, cable, satellite TV is not going to exist. And you're going to go to places like Vach Lombardi, people like Brett Coleman, Lieutenant Dan, and Deuce Wyndham. We're going to be the ones holding it down for y'all in the future, you know? So, you know, I ain't necessarily telling y'all where to put y'all money because that's y'all's business. But if y'all really appreciate what we do, hey, man, support us. Support us, you know? You know, Deuce and Dan, they my homies, man. I subscribe to them. I watch their videos. They my homies. But I also subscribe to their Patreon. Because I'm a real one. I put some money in Deuce Patreon. He hit me up and say, "Man, what the hell you doing?" I say, "Hey, man, I can't be a hypocrite. I can't ask people to support me and I not support the people that I mess with." I subscribe to a lot of people on Patreon, but you know, that's just me. I support small business. That's just me. I consider this another level of small business, but in the broadcast entertainment field of things. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, follow me on Twitter, y'all. Vacha Lombardi, VOCHLOMBARDI, patreon.com/Vacha Lombardi. Leave this video a like. Go in the comment section. If you watching this on demand, tell me what you think. Subscribe so you can know next time. Hit that bell so you can know exactly when I drop these random streams and videos in the middle of the week just like this. Hey, man, with that being said, it's been fun. We're going to have a whole bunch more of these. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski and the Peasky Whiskey. I'm Vacha Lombardi. That's my time. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Salute. Shouts out to Law Nation, man. Peace, y'all. Salute, Doski Woski.